Hello. I brought a timer to keep myself honest because I've tried to film this a few times already, and whew, am I long-winded, y'all. Anyway, I decided I would film a quick video as a channel introduction because I don't really think it's clear what I'm doing, but I don't know if it matters. I don't want to call this a vlog, and I don't really want to call it instructions on how to do anything because Lord knows I'm not trying to teach anybody how to do anything. I'm just a person who has always been afraid to show the things that they make, like really. So this is me doing that and trying to explore interests and do things for fun and for no other reason than I find them gratifying and uplifting and they make me happy. So to that end, I do all kinds of things. There's no limit on how many hobbies you can have. No one can stop me. No one can stop you. Go nuts. Okay, focusing. I like to draw. I don't think I draw well, but I like to do it. And I really like dip pens and inks because what I like to do is take some ink and dump a bunch of ink in a jar and some pigments or whatever and make up some custom sparkly blend and just doodle some abstractions until I run out. And that's it. When this is out, this is done. The end. I might go back over that and, with chalks and add colors. I don't know. It's just a thing I'm doing because it's fun. To that end, my beautiful sister today sent me some luscious black paper and a bottle of this beautiful purple metallic ink that I am going to have so much fun with. If anyone's interested, I can set up a camera and film me drawing thousands of circles and squares and things if that's something somebody would want to watch. I can set up and do that. The other thing that I like to do is I like to do needlepoint and embroidery. I try to use free patterns and inspiration that I find out in the world and pull that into some type of composition. I use traditional embroidery and then I also do punch needle embroidery. I like embellishments and sequins and sparklies. And I have not finished the back on this guy. But I love to do this kind of stuff. I have a couple projects in the works right now that I've made shorts about and posted, but I do this stuff too. My hat is one of the things that I did. I finished it. I just doodled all over my hat and embroidered over my doodles, and now I have a knocked over microphone almost and a hat. What else do I like to do? I like to make cyanotypes. If you're not familiar with what a cyanotype is, it is a chemical process. You treat paper with it, it reacts to UV light, you develop it with water. Over time, the blue oxidizes down. Blueprints are called blueprints because they're cyanotypes. Anyway, most people start off making these using botanicals, like this is a fern I found on my walk today. But you can also make negatives from photographs using transparencies. This is a photograph I took this morning. I came home, printed it on a transparency after I turned it into a negative and exposed it, rinsed it, let it dry. And I'm probably going to go back over this, pull out one of my fine tip dip pens and embellish it, which will either make it better or worse depending on your perspective. To that end, when I was making those negatives this morning, your girl printed one on the wrong side of the transparency, which means the ink didn't dry, and I couldn't waste the ink. So I got a piece of paper, and I used a brayer to pull a print off of that transparency, and I will probably go over and draw on this too. I also like to play with watercolor and gouache. This is a watercolor drawing I'm starting right now. I have some masking fluid on here still because I wanted to make the edges really sharp on my circles. And then I also am a photographer. Ooh, that felt pretentious. I don't think I've ever called myself a photographer, actually. Have I? Whatever. I am. I have a wonderful, kind, dear, sweet, beautiful person in my life who I like to think of as becoming a mentor, who has given me a Nikon D3500, and I have been living my best life back out there taking photos. I do have an Instagram account, even though I think social media is the devil. But I'm over there too. So, that's me. These are all of the things that I do. I'm happy to film me doodling and drawing and sewing. I've been trying to just do shorts right now because I don't really want to spend a lot of time doing that. I want to spend time doing the other stuff. I'm doing really well on my timer right now. So let me know if anyone watches this and you have specific things that I'm doing that you're interested in seeing. I am trying to do more, but the point isn't really so much what I'm doing as it is what you're doing. Because if we have a shot, we're going to have to all get out here and just get back in touch with our creative souls and our ability to pay attention and do things. It's a crazy world out there, kids. Take care.